injury, and, you know, he owns Chicago from his past life in Green Bay. Well, that's the next one for the Pittsburgh Steelers, now 6-4, staring down a 7-3 Chicago team. You take them how you can get them, and this one's lopsided against that lowly Cincinnati defense.
Well, Kyle, congratulations on the win, and what a day for this defense. Your quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, goes down with an injury at the end of the first half. You guys needed a spark in the third quarter, and you come up huge with a massive pick six. What did you see on that play? Take me through it.
God is good, man. I didn't really do too much. I was a free man on the play, and he kind of threw it right to me. I can't take, no extra credit for it. He threw it right to me, and I caught it and went the other way.
There have been some big changes to the back end of this defense. You've been here for less than a month. How were you guys able to contain Jamar Chase and T. Higgins the way you were able to today?
Just a team defense. Everybody doing their job, communicating, and making sure we executing the calls that the coaches give us.
In your first experience in this heated rivalry, tensions were high today. Jalen Ramsey got ejected. Just describe what the emotions were like out there and what it was like playing in this for you.
We knew what it was going to be. It was exactly what we thought it was going to be. So we did what we were supposed to do, came out on top, tightened up some things, but we knew, the energy was going to be that way, so it was no surprise.
Al, thanks for the time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, so Pittsburgh gets done against a Cincinnati team that is pacing to give up the most points by any team since the 1966 Giants, giving up 33.3 points per game, and this one just about on average 34 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Back in studio with the fellas, and an interesting pacing to this game, Mac. Usually your starting quarterback goes out and the air comes out of the room. It seemed like in that moment the defense took the onus and really breathed some life into it. What'd you make of the performance?
Well, even before Aaron Rodgers left the ball game, defensively they were playing better football than what we saw the first opportunity against the Cincinnati Bengals. Remember the first matchup, Joe Flacco was having a career-like day. Jamar Chase was having a career-like day. But in this matchup, they made sure they wanted to neutralize and, most importantly, efface Jamar Chase out in the game plan, and they did. Jamar Chase had 10 targets, 3 receptions on 10 targets for 30 yards. Yeah. That's not even pedestrian-like numbers for Jamar Chase. He was nowhere involved, not to mention what they did against Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco only 199 yards through the air. That one touchdown to T. Higgins, but outside of that, there was a disconnect. He was uncomfortable, and they did a great job in terms of the coverage element for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The second level and third level guys were definitely all together. The transparency was there, and they made the necessary plays. 2 defensive touchdowns by the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is what you needed to see when you look at how bad they played week 1, the first opportunity against the Cincinnati Bengals, and then bouncing back on track because of last Sunday night's loss against the Chargers. Much needed win for Pittsburgh, a get-right opportunity for the defense.
Yeah, this definitely was a must-win. Just not only is a divisional opponent, but who you got looking behind you.
Looking in that rear view.
The Baltimore Ravens, So when the defense is able to play like this, they was playing outstanding football even before Aaron Rodgers, went out. So if the defense can continue to taking away the football, and I love what they have done so far by moving Jalen Ramsey to the safety position, because it seemed like these younger corners are playing better in coverage on these receivers. And what the defense was able to do to T. Higgins and Jamar Chase here today, I believe that's what helped them win that ball game, and those 2 touchdowns ultimately helped them win this ball game as well. Success
is not permanent, failure not fatal, and that is evidence by this Pittsburgh Steelers defense that was much maligned earlier in this season, coming around, and the reason for the win in this one. We do have, let's call it some news elements. Let's start on the injury front, JJ. What's the latest we're hearing on Aaron Rodgers?
So Aaron Rodgers, it officially is a left wrist injury for Rodgers. We believe he suffered it on this play right here. Mike Tomlin didn't give us much after the game. He's going to be further evaluated, Aaron Rodgers will. I would say from my own experience, the fact that this was a divisional contest, that they are in must-win mode right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the fact that we didn't even see Aaron Rodgers come back out on the field would signal to me that this is a somewhat serious injury. Again, further evaluation coming, but if he could have gone out there, if he could have taken snaps from under center in a game that they really need to win, where every game matters, you would think that Aaron Rodgers would have done that. So that's the latest on Aaron Rodgers. We'll know more as the week progresses.
And we also have a war of words between 2 big names, maybe more than words is what's being alleged right now between Jalen Ramsey and Jamar Chase.
Yeah, so Jalen Ramsey was ejected from the game for the punches that he threw at Jamar Chase. After the game, Jalen Ramsey talked with reporters. He said that Jamar Chase spit on him, and that is what led to him throwing the We have seen some video. I'm not Abraham Zapruder, so I'm not going to necessarily break it down and say with confidence what I'm seeing on there, but clearly there was something that agitated Jalen Ramsey that then made him throw some punches. The NFL is absolutely going to investigate this, and that's for a number of reasons, because with the ejection, Jalen Ramsey should get fined. But if they determine that he was not the aggressor, but in fact he was reacting to being spit upon, I would anticipate that Jalen Ramsey would not get fined, and instead what will happen this upcoming week is that Jamar Chase would be suspended for a game, because they set the precedent with Jalen Carter in week 1, right, where they ejected him for that entire game, and they said, okay, we're not going to suspend him for the second game because he effectively missed the entire game against the Cowboys. So the NFL has set that precedent. Jamar Chase would be out of game check, and he would not play this upcoming week against the New England Patriots if the NFL finds what Jalen Ramsey said is true.
At the bare minimum, you can add Jamar Chase to the laundry list of wide receivers not getting a Christmas card from the Ramsey household. That's